So Linnaeus was the pioneer of the classification system. He taught us how to classify the plant on the basis of characteristics systematically by using hierarchical system. He told us how to name the plant and animal on the basis of genus and species. Later, few more scientists came up with modern way of classification. Here I have written the name Haeckel, Woese and Whittaker, who defined the five kingdom classification system, and Whittaker was pioneer in defining five kingdom classification. On the basis of this classification system, the living organisms was classified on the basis of their characteristic, where the type of cell plays important role, because माइक्रोस्कोप आ गए थे, हमको पता चल गया था what is eukaryotic cells, what are prokaryotic cells. So with the advancement we came more and more finer, and we started classifying things on the basis of the type of cells. Okay, so here five kingdom classification came up, and living organisms was divided into five kingdoms. And these kingdoms were the very first kingdom, which is Monera. Monera kingdom is defining all the prokaryotic cells. What is prokaryotic cells? These are primitive cells which was not having defined nucleus, and genetic material is lying as in the cytoplasm without any cover of nucleus. So primitive cells or prokaryotic cells were found in Monera. So Monera kingdom consists of all the bacteria which is having primitive nucleus or primitive cells. Second kingdom was Protista. Now this Protista kingdom, this was having cellular organisms but eukaryotic cells. They were having eukaryotic cells, that means the cells which are well defined envelopes. It is having well defined nucleus, and all organelle systems are present in well defined organelles. That means they are having chloroplast, they were having mitochondria, they were having Golgi body, and they were having endoplasmic reticulum kind of organism with well defined nucleus. Example is amoeba. So Protista was second kingdom. Third kingdom they kept is fungi. The fungi, they are saprophytic in nature. That means they used to live on dead organic matter. They were unable to perform photosynthesis, and they used to survive as a mode of nutrition saprophytic. They used to survive on dead organic matter, hence they are called as saprophytic. Okay. The fourth kingdom was plant kingdom, able to perform photosynthesis, and photosynthesis was their mode of nutrition. Algae was kept under plant kingdom because they were able to perform photosynthesis. Apart from algae, various herbs, shrubs, trees, climbers, name any plant which is having green leaves, they were kept under the plant kingdom. The next kingdom was kingdom Animalia. It is including all kind of animals. They were able to perform movement from one place to other. Second thing, they were, for their mode of nutrition, they were depending on either plant or other animal. Similarly, this was all kind of human being, all kind of animals are example of kingdom Animalia. So Monera, Protista, fungi, plant and animal was the five kingdoms which were defined for living organisms on the basis of the classification given by Whittaker. Let us not forget, the contribution of Boost, who added one class as a domain, and this hierarchy which he added as a domain gave rise to modern classification. So here what are the changes he made? Boost, what he did, he added domain as in hierarchy, and this domain was kept above kingdom of Linnaeus. Boost defined domain, and this domain was kept above the kingdom in the hierarchy which Linnaeus gave us. Now what this domain is? What he did, he made the separate classification for eukaryotic cells and prokaryotic cells. He defined domain as archaea, bacteria and eukarya. Now archaea and bacteria, they were the part of Monera kingdom. So he split Monera kingdom into archaea and bacteria, and rest of the kingdoms, Protista, fungi, plant and animalia, was coming under eukarya. So Boost gave us modern way of classification, which was having archaea and bacteria as a separate class for prokaryotic cells, because it is having very huge amount of microorganisms and very huge amount of organisms which we came up with. Bacteria and viruses was kept in one separate group, which is called as bacteria group. Archaea was the kind of organisms which are showing very specific characteristic, like consuming oil, giving resistance to the antibiotic for bacteria. So archaea group of organisms were showing very different characteristics. Surviving at very high temperature, surviving in very high concentration of pollution. So this all bacteria came under archaea group. Rest of bacteria and fungus was coming under bacteria group. So Monera group was split into two. Now eukarya group was having Protista, fungi, plant and animal group. This is called as sixth kingdom classification or modern classification. So here today in this lecture we learned how to classify organisms, what are major kingdoms, how we came up with this major kingdom. This like two kingdom classification was given by Aristotle, then three kingdom classification came up by was given, then five kingdom classification we reached till Whitaker gave us five kingdom classification. Similarly, Linnaeus gave us the how to classify organisms systematically and hierarchical system through which we can observe characteristic, we can group the organism on the basis of specific characteristic in each hierarchy, naming of an organism by using binomial nomenclature, and finally the modern system of classification which was given by Boost and Whitaker together, and sixth kingdom classification came in existence. Now we are using this modern system of classification. We will discuss this further. Wait for my next video, but before leaving, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Till then, see you. Bye bye.